and welcome back to Dawn and Julia Creates. So I am back. So I know I didn't have a video last month, but I have to say that the last 2 weeks. So 2 weeks ago, but I have to say our lovely Julia did a fantastic job doing her journal page with just green. She did add pink, but I am going to let her off because really I thought it was a hard challenge, and I thought, you know what, yeah, that might be a bit cruel. So yeah, hi and welcome. So this turn is of Julia's turn. So this is what we were meant to do 2 weeks ago. Obviously I got called away. I ended up going away. I had a lovely time. It was fab. And yeah, you didn't have time to record. So I am back and we are going to record, which I'm super excited about. So our lovely Julia has set this challenge, and we are to use these papers. And this is from a Touch of Romance collection, which we both got the set each from The Work. So we've got two topper sheets, well, we've got a tag sheet, we've got die cut sheets, and then we've also allowed these 3 sheets of patterned paper as well. So we've got this leaf design, we've got stripes, and then we've got polka dots. So they're the papers that we're going to use. We're also allowed a circle punch. So I've picked out my 1.5 inch, or is it a 2 inch? It might actually be a 2 inch circle punch. We are allowed a brad or a button. So I just got my my draw out, and then I'll pick one as I go. We're allowed a background stamp, and this is a stamp I absolutely love, and this is actually Julia's, but it is a brilliant background stamp, and I thought it would go perfect with what I'm using today, so I'm using that. We're allowed 1 ink pad of our choice. Now it was a bit of I was trying to go, well, I didn't know whether to go with like yellow tones or, yeah, I sort of struggled with that, but then I thought, you know what, I really like this weathered wood, so that's the colour that I'm going to go for. We're also allowed some ribbon, so I've chosen this mint green ribbon because I just really like the colour, and I thought actually it doesn't go too bad. And we are allowed a black pen. She actually remembered this time to add a black pen on. So our challenge this week is to create something to give a gift card in. So I'm going to need a gift card of some sort, or at least the size of a gift card. So I think it is, isn't it? It's just like a credit card size. But if I just type quickly into Google, gift card size, then that should tell me what the size is, what the measurements are, hopefully. What is the standard size of a gift card? So we need to make something that holds a gift card that is 3 by 3/8, 3 3/8 by 2 1/8. So that is the size of a standard gift card. So we are going to make it bigger, but what I thought I'd do is we would have, let me get my black pen. So my idea is we're going to do an envelope. So this is our envelope to put our gift card in. So something like that. And we'll have our little brad so that we can tie it. But then I'm thinking that along the bottom we can have it so the gift card goes in there, and then we can have a card that goes in the back. So we're going to just do a standard A6 card envelope with a pocket on the front to put the gift card, and again we'll probably put, like, I don't know, a flap or something down. I'll work something out, but yes, that's what I am thinking. So the first thing that we need to do is, let me just move some of these bits and pieces, is I have my trimmer just off to the side, and I also have my scoreboard. I need to work out my sizes, don't I? Yes, I do. So this is an A6 card, so we want this, so it's actually 10.5 centimeters by 15, but I'm just thinking if I use that to sort of get my bearings, because we are going to have to, so this is, yeah, I hope this is making sense. So I'm just sort of placing this. So we're going to use this full sheet. And you'll see why in a moment. So what I'm doing, because I'd like it so that we put a card in as well. So I'm going to score at 1/2 inch and at 3/4 inch, so that we have like a pocket for the card to go in. So I just need to turn that over just because my scoreboard isn't long enough. It is a really super warm day today, so I am recording this a week early, which because yeah, I want to be actually ahead, so I thought I'd do this a little bit earlier. Right, okay, so that's what we're going to have. So it's going to sort of create a box, but what we're going to do is we're going to use one of these to sort of go on the front too. Yeah, I hope this makes sense. So that's where the card's going to go. Now, I know that I'm wanting to have a little bit of room on. So let's sort of put this on here just a second, and then let's work out. So I'm wanting it to be, so I'm thinking if we score at 1.5 inches. So let's bring this in. So I'm going to score 1.5. So this is an 8x8 sheet of paper, just so that you know. And then at 1 3/4, because we want it to be the sort of same sort of box size. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to score 1.5. So we're just flipping it over, and we're doing 1.5 and 1 3/4, and again we're just going down. And I do need to flip these over just because this paper doesn't fit, because I am using a mini scoreboard. So yeah, okay, so there is that. Oh, if I can get that in, there we go. Right, so let's fold them and burnish them down. I'm really hoping I've got this right, of what she's asked for. So the next thing that I'm going to do, because these are going to fold over, and we're going to have this sheet of paper where this is going to be flat. So one side's going to be that and one side is going to be that. We do need to measure for our flat, but before I do that, I need to actually cut in here and take these bits out. So let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to cut all the way down there. And then we'll use these as the flaps. So that'll go like that. We need to cut this bit off, I think. Am I doing it right? Yeah. So I've just chopped into that, and then this is what's going to stick this together. I hope this makes sense. So I've cut in right up until the 1 3/4 mark, and then from the bottom I've just gone down up to the first score line, because then when we fold it over, so we'll fold this bit up over first, we can swing that around, that will glue onto there, and then when we fold, actually we need to go down to the next one, I think. Hang on. Yeah, I needed to do that one. So let's do that again. So it'll go over like that. That bit goes down. That bit goes down like that. And then this then folds over like that. And we will stick it together like that. So it's a nice, neat box corner. So that's what we are aiming for. So we actually need to cut down this, the second one, not the first one. So we need to cut down this one, not that one. Okay, so there's that bit done. So I do need to work out the flap over the top. And again, I'm just going to sort of put a slight mark, and then wherever that mark is, if I can see it, I'm sorry if my head gets in the way, there it is, that's where we're going to mark. So we are measuring 1 1/8, and then I'm going to score again at 1 3/8. So keeping that all the same. So just like that. Now we do need to get rid of this part here because we don't need that. But we're going to put a little sort of, I don't know what's the word, like a triangular piece out. Hope that makes sense. Right, and then we're going to keep the little tabs on the end, but we are going to cut into them. I'm going to put just a tiny little, take a tiny little slither out just so that it fits nicely in. Yeah, so we're going to do that to the other side as well. So we're going to cut down there, and we're going to cut this bit off. I do apologise about all the noise, so the neighbours are out, and let me go and shut that back door, and then yeah, it won't be as noisy. So yeah, just need to cut into that bit. Okay, so this is what we have, which probably doesn't look like much at the minute, but what we've done is we've got little tabs there, so this will fold over. We'll just fold them over, and we fold that over, and then this will just tuck in to our box once we've got the piece of paper. Now we just need to measure from there to there and there to there, and then we need to cut that out. But I'm going to go and shut the back door, and then I will be back. That should be a little better. So next thing that we're going to do is measure this, so that we can actually, you know what, I'm wondering if whether to stick this down first. Yeah, do you know what, let's stick it down first. I'm just going to grab my glue. So any wet glue will do, or even better, red liner tape is really good for this. Yeah, definitely good for this. So, and also, which I haven't done, you need to take just a little slither out. It helps it sit so much better, which I didn't do very sillily. So let's stick that on to there. And then let's move that over, because we've just got this bit to sort of stick it down for now. So I'm making sure I've got glue on all sides. So this is sort of how I make a box as well, if I haven't got a piece of paper big enough. So yeah, right, I'm going to get it under there so I can push up. Right, let's put some glue just across there, and then let's do that again. Okay, and then let us do that. Now Quincy wants to be in, do you know, he's never happy, that doggy. Right, so just grab your bone folder just to get into that corner, because we want this to be nice and burnished so that it is nicely adhered together. So we're just going to do the same to the other side. So we're going to glue this bit down first. So let's pop our glue onto our bits there, and then fold that up. So, and then we're just going to pop glue on the other bits, and my daughter's, no, my husband's opened the door for the doggies. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this together just like that. Okay, so there we have it. So that is, so that's what we've got so far. Now we are going to, because obviously we do have this bit, and what we're going to do is, there's two ways you can do this. You can either stick it on like that and then cut around it, or we can cut it down perfectly. So as I've only got centimetres, let's have a look what it is in inches. So I need a piece that is 4.5 inches by 6 inches. So I want the stripes, so we want 4.5 inches by 6 inches. So just like that. Then this should in theory fit quite nicely on there, but it does need to be a little bit smaller, so I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off and see if that works. Yeah. I'm going to just take a tiny slither as well off the side piece as well, because I feel like it needs to be just a little bit smaller. So yeah, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that down. So I'll glue that off camera and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. So that is all done. I ended up cutting off the little slips on there because they were a bit annoying. And I am going to cut this down, but I thought I'd come on and cut that down with you so that you could sort of see what I'm doing. Now, this is going to be a bit tricky. So I am actually it's going to be 1 inch. So from that top bit here to there, it is 1 inch, and then we can just sort of tuck that in. But I am going to round those corners. I hope Julia doesn't mind me using my corner rounder. Actually, I can't put that in, so I do have another one somewhere. Where's my other one? That is the question. No, it's not in that drawer. Oh, I'll just use my scissors, and then Julia can't say I cheated, can she? So I'm just going to round it. And then the other thing that I want to do is I want to come in with that circle punch, so this one, and I actually want to line this up around the middle halfway, and then put a little bit in there. So, and then yeah, we can pop that shut just like that, which actually doesn't look very good. Okay, we can sort that out, don't worry, we can do it. Right, the other thing that I want to do is want to add in a pocket here for the gift card. So we do have our gift card measurement, which is so if I do 3.5 by 2 1/4, no. So if it's 3 3/8, so let's have a look. So 3 3/8, so 1, 2, so there. I want 1/4 inch, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'm going to do 3 3/4 by, so 2 1/8. Yeah, by 2 1/2. So that is going to be my pocket for the gift card to go into, which will just sit. Actually, I'm going to sit that on the front here, just there. Now I want a very, very small bead of glue just to go around, because obviously we want it to be a nice fit. Oh, and I also want to put yeah, need to put a little hole in. There we go. So that is for our gift card. So we've got for our gift card and for our what do you call it, our card in which we're going to send it with. And it is a nice little box. Next thing that we need to do is to decorate. Now I do need to sort that out, because I do not like that how it looks at all. And do you know what I thought? Instead of doing that, what I should have done is we should have got the brad with some of the ribbon, and we could have just wrapped it around instead of doing what I've done. So how do we fix it? How do we fix it? The only thing I can think of is let's make sort of a decoration out of it. So I'm going to do a 2 1/2 inch strip. Okay, let's get our ink pad, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go all the way down the edge here like that. So yeah, just so that we've got some contrast. I quite like that. Do you know, I'm going to do it on this card because I really don't want to ruin another mat. So So just to change it up, I like that. Okay. Right. So, I mean, I could quite easily start this video again and do it all properly, but I want to show you that if you do make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. We can sort it. We can solve it. So, yeah. Right, I'm bringing in my background stamp. I'm just going to leave it on here, actually. And then I'm just wanting to sort of put on... I love. Yeah, I love how that looks. So gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Right, okay. Yeah, I love that straight away. That's made a feature, and yeah. So what we're going to do, I think I'm going to have to change my ribbon though. Let's have a look. A much thinner one. Let's have a look. What about no? What about actually this one? This like olive green one. Yeah, let's use this one instead. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're actually just going to pop in a hole just in here. Where's my little hole punch? There it is. My daughter's poppy was over the top. So I'm just going to pop that there, and then we're just going to put our ribbon through. So I should have really thought about this first, but this is just to show you how easily you can sort of fix a mistake, and it doesn't have to be the end of the world. Now we can, and I think I will, I'm just going to fold over just a bit of that at the top, because what I think I'd like to do is just tuck that over the top. I mean, we'll need to do a bit more stamping at the bottom, but that just helps hide the fact that we made that mistake. So yeah, so let's finish stamping. Oh, I do absolutely love these stamps of Julia's, and they're part of, I hope she doesn't mind me using her stamp, because yeah, it just had to be done. It's a beautiful stamp, and we'd be silly not to. But her idea around the Stampemental stamps is, if you're doing a like a journal page or anything, you actually have everything you need. So you've got your focal point, you've got your doodles, you've got your background stamp, and you also have a couple of sentiments. So you only actually need to bring out one stamp set. So I absolutely love that idea. But when she said a background stamp, this one's actually becoming one of my favourites. So yeah, right, I love that. So what we're going to do is let's pop some glue on. So at the minute I am using all the different glues that I have in my stash, because I seem to have lots and lots, and I've just realised, you know what we haven't done? We haven't put our brad on. So I think I'm going to go with that one. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm going to go with this bigger one. So let's get that out, and then want it quite just about there. There we are. Much better. Right, now let's add some more glue. So you want to add it beforehand. But I think this is a lovely thing of Julia to sort of come up with. I quite like it. And I love the fact that she sort of gives us a brief. I love the fact that we give each other briefs. Then we sort of go with it from there. And we both tend to come out with such different things, which I just absolutely love. Yet we both have the same sort of taste. Okay, so I'm sticking this down quite nicely, and I mean straight away that is so much better. And then I'm going to just trim this bottom piece off. So let's trim that bit off. There we are. It's not very I haven't done a very good job on that, have I? That's terrible. Right, okay. I'm going to get my blending brush because I really would like to add some more of this weathered wood just around this back, well, around the whole of it, I think. And then we're down to finishing off our decorations. So I hope I followed the brief. I hope I'm not on the naughty step and I have to do a challenge like what I set our lovely Julia last week because, well, 2 weeks ago, because that was just a little bit mean. But she loved it, and as she said in the video, she hasn't got anything against green, just not green. So I quite like that. I like the fact she said that. Okay. I know that I have had a few comments from you guys on my neon cards that I did, and a lot of you did mention that when I was doing the green one, Julia and Snot Green came to mind. So I think it's going to be one of them colours now that when you see it, you just think of pure Julia and that challenge that I set her, aren't we? Yes. Oh, I love you, Julia. I really do love you. Right, okay, so that straight away, I'm so much happier with that than I was. So there we have it. Right, let's chop that down because we don't need that much ribbon. So that is it closed. Now we've got these gorgeous little bits that we can add to. So in theory you could put a tag in the front and we could put the gift card in the back, so we could do anything, but I'm loving these sort of bits and pieces. I do think that we need to do some sort of really nice decoration. Now I am actually going to, I think I'm going to fussy cut this around the top bit so that it sits a bit better and a bit nicer on that flap. You'll see what I mean in a moment. I love fussy cutting. It's one of my favourite things to do. So yeah, it always relaxes me. I really hope you're enjoying this video. I'm enjoying making it, and I'm enjoying the challenge. It's my turn in 2 weeks' time. Yay! Oh, look, see how nice is that just there. So I like that. I just love the fact that we've only half sort of fussy cut it. There is my post, so I'll have to go and see what post we have. So I'm going to grab some of my double-sided tape because I want to raise this up because I think it'll look really nice. Okay, and then let's stick this down like that. If you haven't already watched our lovely Julia's video for this week, do go and see her, pop over and give her a like and subscribe. Yeah, because she is fab. She is an absolutely, she's become such a really good friend, and yeah, I absolutely love it a bit. So I'm going to put this Sentiment with Love on, and she makes the most amazing pieces as well, and always excels in these challenges. She always thinks she doesn't, but she does. Well, she doesn't always, but every now, it's like, especially if like there's certain things that, yeah, but she honestly, I love watching her projects. I just think she's fab, and I love it when she draws as well, because yeah, and she normally as well manages to guess exactly what I'm going to do. Now I know Julia is going to doodle all over hers and put borders on, because that's our lovely Julia. Yes, and it's I don't know, it's quite wrong if she doesn't do it. It's just weird. I love that. Right, okay, I do want to put, let's put something on the back as well. And I think I'm going to go with this one. We do have the tags, but I don't really feel like using them, although yeah, so I'm going to fussy cut this out again, just because as much as I love the oval, and I do tend to use the ovals quite a bit, I really like the idea of this being yeah, having this all fussy cut out and then raised up as well on the back, just to give a bit more interest to our piece. The only thing I haven't used, let me have a look at my list, which is somewhere. So the only thing I actually haven't used is our black pen. So I think we will have to definitely do something with our black pen. So, okay. And then just do this bit as well. Just like that. And I think I'm just going to have that just across there like that. Let's bring in, where have I put my distress ink? My desk's always a mess. Right, I'm just going to bring in this ink just to edge it. I think it's the first time I've used this Weatherwood, and I really like it. Yeah, I love that. Again, I'm just going to pop some foam pads on the back to adhere it, because I think it looks nice with a little bit of dimension. And then the last thing I want to do is, I think, let's put some doodles on, because why not? Okay, so there we have that. And then, so I've got my pen, and I'm just going to do some doodles just on the back here, like that. Move that over. And I found that if you're going to doodle, don't look for perfection, because you're not going to get it, and it looks better anyway if you're not perfect. I like that. I like it a lot. And then let's do a border around this side as well. So that is me just about finished. I've really enjoyed this. I hope it's been easy to follow. So I've kept on my mistakes, because like I said, I could have quite easily taken my mistakes off, but I didn't want to. I wanted to show you how I would sort of fix my mistakes. Yeah, I really love that. Yeah, so I thought, well, we'll keep it on, because like I say, it's so easy for us to just get some more paper out of the pack and just try again. That's another thing that I like with our Julia. She does the same as well. If she makes any mistakes, she leaves them in and she shows us how to deal with them. Okay. Oh, love, 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 love. Oh, I really want to give somebody a gift card now. I really want to, because this is gorgeous. So, oh, breaking news. That is my phone. Right. Okay. Let me just move these. So I haven't actually used any of the tags. I hope that's okay, Julia. However, let's just use one anyway. Just because I'm going to pop it in the front, because then at least I can say I've used one. So, and we'll pop some ribbon in the top. Yeah. Okay, get rid of that. And then let's grab a little bit of ribbon. Pop that in. I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way to do this, you know. I just tend to do it however I feel on the day. And let's cut that, and then let's stick that, there we go, there. So I've used a tag as well. So I have got 7 tags left. I've got 2 toppers and 2 sentiments left. I've got some little bits of paper left. These will all go back in my pack. So yeah, to use for another project. So very little supplies actually in this one. We did use our gorgeous background stamp. So if you'd like to know where to, if you'd like to buy this stamp, I'll leave a link to Julia's shop in the description box below, just in case you haven't seen this one before. But please do go over and check our lovely Julia out. Like I said, I don't know if she's going to be happy that I've used her stamp. I hope she is. But she just said a background stamp, and yeah, that's the one I wanted to use, so that's the one I used. Yeah, okay. So that is it for today. Let me quickly, I'm sort of quickly tidying around so that this bit is all nice and tidy for you. I won't show the rest of my room because the rest of my room might be slightly, yeah, slightly messy, but at least you can see. So this is what we have. So this is the front of it, and I've just popped this tag in there, but then this will hold our gift card, so we'll be able just to slot the gift card in there. If you didn't want to put the gift card in there, you could just write a little message and pop it in there. And then in the back we can open it up. Oh, and I've just ripped that off. Oh no. Right, we're gonna have to fix that, aren't we? So I think I've pulled it while it's been wet still, so we'll look at, now I need to think what actually, do you know what, we need to go through the whole thing, don't we? Oh, I'm absolutely gutted about that. So if that happens, so obviously we're not able to just go through, I suppose the paper is quite thin, so really I should have went through both sets, so let's do both sets. And see if that works. So I'm quite glad I tested that out. Now I need to get another piece of paper. So there, that feels better. Yeah, that feels like it's going to stay. Okay, let's try it again. We'll soon find out, because if I can tie that around it and take it out without ripping it, then we know that it's okay. So this is the back. Let's try it again. There we go, much better. So I should have went through all 3 layers, and then inside of here we are able to get our card, our or a letter, or anything that we want. So yeah, so well, we've had a few disasters today, but we've managed to sort them, which has been quite nice. So we've managed to put them right. So I hope you've learned from it. But that is my make. Julie is going to be so much better at this than me. So do go and check her out, because I'm sure she won't have had as many fails as what I have had. But I am going to tell you, I've had so much fun. So and that is all that matters. Links, everything that you need will be in the description box below, so please do go and check that out. Yeah, and that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.